Hello everyone, I am Ram Prakash. Today I am going to present about phase space and Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics. Let's we start. What is phase space? A combination of position and momentum space is known as phase space. We need 6 n coordinates to describe the behavior of dimensional space. So, if a system consists of n particles, then the system in the phase space. The concept of phase space is very useful since it describes the behavior of dynamic system. The volume available in phase space can be divided into large number of compartments. Each compartment is further divided into large number of elementary cells of equal volumes. Volume of elementary cell in phase space is given by d tau is equal to volume in position space multiplied by volume in momentum space, that is d tau is equal to dv dot dp. dv is the volume in position space, dp is the volume in momentum space. D tau is equal to dx dy dz dot dpx dpy dpz, that is equal to h naught cube. Let d tau is equal to dx dot dpx into dy dot dpy into dxz dot dpz. D tau is equal to h naught cube. This may be very small and may approach to 0 in classical system, but according to uncertainty principle, dx dot dpx greater than or equal to h, dy dot dpy greater than or equal to h, dz dot dpz greater than or equal to h. H is Planck's constant. The value of h is equal to 6.6256 10 to the power minus 34 joules second. D tau greater than or equal to h cube in quantum mechanical system. D tau greater than or equal to 6.6256 10 to the power minus 34 the whole cube, that is approximately equal to 2.9 10 to the power minus 100. Total number of elementary cells in the phase space given by the formula total volume in phase space divided by volume of one elementary cell, where d tau is equal to h naught cube in classical statistics, d tau is equal to h cube in quantum statistics. In statistical mechanics, there are three statistical distributions. One, Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics is a classical idea, and Fermi-Dirac and Bose-Einstein statistics are quantum idea. Let me go into the topic. The basic postulates of Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics are: the particles associated in the statistics are distinguishable. Each energy state can contain any number of particles. Total number of particles in the entire system is constant. Total energy of all the particles in the entire system is constant. Particles are spinless. Examples: gas molecules at high temperature and low pressure. These are the basic postulates of MB statistics. Let me see Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. Consider a system composed of n distinguishable non-interacting particles. Let out of these n particles, n1, n2 up to ni particles are to be distributed in energy levels E1, E2 up to E8 respectively, and these energy levels have G1, G2 up to Gi number of quantum states correspondingly. Since the total energy E and the total number of particles n are constant for the system, that is summation over NiE is equal to E. Summation over Ni is equal to n. The number of ways in which the groups of particles n1, n2 up to Ni could be chosen from n particle is: W1 is equal to n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial up to ni factorial is equal to n factorial by pi over I is equal to 1 to n ni factorial, where pi denotes the product. Now ni particles can be distributed in Gi states in Gi power ni ways. Considering all the values of I, the total number of arrangement would be W2 is equal to pi over I is equal to 1 to n Gi power ni. Therefore, total number of ways W by which all the n particles could be distributed among the quantum states is W is equal to W1, W2, product of W1 and W2. that gives n factorial divided by pi over I to n ni factorial, pi over I over n gi power ni. This is Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law for n distinguishable particles. Now taking natural logarithm on both sides, the equation is reduced to equation number 6. Applying Stirling approximation. Stirling approximation that is given by ln x factorial is equal to x ln s minus x, where x is very large. It gives ln w is equal to n ln n minus summation over I ni ln ni by gi. From equation 1, we have derived equation 7. Now differentiating both sides. After differentiation, we get minus summation over I dni ln of ni by gi. Since summation over I ni is equal to constant, therefore summation over dni is equal to 0. For most probable distribution, differentiation of ln w max is equal to 0. Therefore, summation over I dni ln ni by gi is equal to 0. Since the system is in equilibrium, the total number of particles and the total energy of the system are constant. So, summation over dni is equal to 0 and summation over ei dni also equal to 0. Multiplying equation 10 by alpha and equation 11 by beta, then adding to equation 9, we get equation 12. Since DNAs are independent of one another, the above equation holds only if ln of ni by gi plus alpha plus beta a is equal to 0, or ni is equal to gi exponential of minus of alpha plus beta ei. Using this, now the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution function is given by f of ei is equal to ni by gi, that equal to 1 by exponential of alpha plus beta ei. This equation physically gives the probability of a particle to occupy the energy state ei. Finally, we see applications of Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution statistics. Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics may be used to derive the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution for an ideal case of classical particles in a three-dimensional box. However, they also apply to other situations as well. Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics can be used to extend the distribution to particles with a different energy-momentum relation, such as relativistic particles, that is Maxwell-Zertner distribution. In addition to hypothetical situations can be considered, such as particles in a box with different numbers of dimensions, 4-dimensional, 2-dimensional, etc. With this, I am concluding my presentation. Thank you.